This story is about Chitrangad and Vichitravirya. In due course of time, Shantanu and Satyavati had two boys. The elder one was named Vichitravirya and the younger Chitrangad. Shantanu passed away when the two boys were still young. After the death of his father, Bhishma ensured that Chitrangad became the king of Hastinapur. However, this reign was not to last for a very long time. Chitrangad was very quarrelsome. He picked up fights for the smallest of pretexts. Once he got into a quarrel with a Gandharva leader. Incidentally, this Gandharva also had the same name, Chitrangad. Both of them shared an equal desire to fight. They started a hand-to-hand, person-to-person duel. After several days of fighting, Chitrangad, finally tired of his wounds, gave away his breath. The Chitrangad who survived was the Gandharva king, and the Chitrangad who died was the king of Hastinapur. Bhishma had vowed to protect the kingdom and throne of Hastinapur. But the Gandharva Chitrangad and the human Chitrangad were involved in a hand-to-hand fight. According to the rules of warfare, any third person could not get involved in between them. Despite his promise to the throne of Hastinapur, Bhishma could not interfere and could not do anything. The king Chitrangad lay dead. Bhishma anointed his younger brother Vichitravirya as the king of Hastinapur. Vichitravirya was completely disinterested in running the kingdom. He had no competence in administration and absolutely no strength or capability in terms of warfare. The one thing he did take interest in was in pleasures of the palace. He was quite interested in having fun, drinking liquor, and spending time with all the maids in the palace. In spite of knowing that Vichitravirya was incompetent, Bhishma had to make Vichitravirya the king because of the promise he had made to Dasyaraj. Not only that, he had to protect Vichitravirya against all the intrigues of the palace. Within the kingdom of Hastinapur, everyone acknowledged Vichitravirya as the king and gave him the respect that that position commanded. However, outside the borders of Hastinapur, everyone openly acknowledged that without the protection of his elder brother, Vichitravirya was nothing. As Vichitravirya reached a suitable age, Satyavati and Bhishma started thinking about his marriage. The neighboring kings, however, would not invite Vichitravirya to any of their Swayamvaras. Swayamvara was a practice popular among the Kshatriyas or the rulers of India. A girl born in a Kshatriya family had the choice of selecting her own husband. Her father, usually the king of a kingdom, would invite the neighboring kings and the neighboring princes to come for a Swayamvar. At the Swayamvar, the bride would look at all the would-be suitors and select her husband. In some Swayamvars, a competition would be organized among the suitors. The bride would then select among the winners in this competition. Despite knowing that Vichitravirya was single and was the king of Hastinapur, none of the surrounding kings invited him to any of their Swayamvars. Satyavati summoned Bhishma and told him, "Son, Vichitravirya is single. None of our neighboring kings are inviting Vichitravirya for a Swayamvar. You know his condition. He is not capable of finding a bride for himself. It is your responsibility. Remember your vow that you would protect the throne of Hastinapur? What is the use of that vow if Hastinapur does not have a queen? If Hastinapur does not have a queen, Vichitravirya will not have a child. And if Vichitravirya dies without giving the throne of Hastinapur a king, what do you think the neighbors will do? They will certainly attack Hastinapur. It is your responsibility to prevent that future tragedy from occurring." Bhishma says, "Yes, mother, what you say is true. Vichitravirya has reached marriageable age. But according to Dharma, I cannot go and force the other kings to call Vichitravirya for a Swayamvar. How do you think in that case I can get him married? Satyavati responds, Son, remember that there are many forms of marriage. Swayamvara is just one form of marriage that is allowed to Kshatriyas. Kshatriyas can also get married according to the Gandharva principle. The Rakshasa principle of marriage is also allowed to Kshatriyas. In the Rakshasa form of marriage, a Kshatriya can attack the neighboring kingdom and take away a bride from that kingdom. The king of Kashi is organizing a Swayamvar for his 3 daughters, Amba, Ambika and Ambalika. Vichitravirya has not been invited for this Swayamvar. It is my wish that you attend the Swayamvar in the place of Vichitravirya and bring these 3 girls here. Bhishma reaches the venue of the Swayamvar. He announces to everyone, I am Bhishma of Hastinapur. I have made a promise that I will protect the throne of Hastinapur. And in extension to that promise, I claim the hands of these 3 girls in marriage for my brother Vichitravirya. Anyone who challenges this would be directly challenging me to a fight. Anyone who dares to do so may come forward right now. Everyone assembled in the Swayamvar knew about Bhishma's 3 promises. They also knew that Bhishma was well trained in warfare by sage Parashurama. Who would be able to face Bhishma, they thought. The few kings who did dare to come forward were immediately dispatched by Bhishma's arrows. The 3 brides stood motionless, overcome by fear of Bhishma. Bhishma goaded all of them onto the chariot and drove away. The king of Salva, however, did not stay back. He pursued Bhishma and stopped him. Despite putting up a ferocious and spirited fight, Salva was no match for Bhishma. Bhishma defeated Salva and allowed him to live. After reaching Hastinapur, Bhishma introduced Amba, Ambika and Ambalika to Satyavati. Satyavati hugged them dearly and implored them, Girls, do not be afraid. You will marry my son Vichitravirya and become the future queens of Hastinapur. Hearing the soothing voice of another woman, all the 3 brides soon regained their composure. Amba spoke, O mother, even before the Swayamvar, I had given my heart away to Shalva. I was planning to select him as my husband. When Satyavati heard this, she ordered Bhishma to send Amba back to Shalva. Vichitravirya was married to Ambika and Ambalika. Despite all these efforts, the throne of Hastinapur was going to be empty. Vichitravirya very quickly fell sick. He had indulged in way too many pleasures. Too much alcohol wasted away his body, and Vichitravirya passed away without having any child.